Guys, for watching later, this is kind of impromptu, very little advertising, just about 30 seconds ago. I'm here with my friend Jimmy. Jimmy, I don't know if you know the intro. The reason why the James is tired is right here. It's to cover the balding spot right there, too. So
That's brilliant. You are a
thank you.
mastermind. Good for you. That's good. Good. It's a good thing though. Like honestly, that you've got such a handsome face. Like I didn't even notice you're like now that you pointed out. Holy crap, you're bald. I didn't even realize. I was just lost in your eyes, James. I
Yeah,
couldn't get
lost in my
past.
eyes.
Lost in your eyes. Couldn't get past that.
Mhm.
So, anyways, I didn't mean to steamroll. I tend to do that a lot. I'm warning. I'm going to steamroll conversations sometimes, and I apologize. I don't mean to do it. So,
No, that's good. So, um, we've talked before. You
mm-hmm.
were a Christian at one point.
Mm-hmm.
You seem
Almost
like
20 years.
you appreciate comedy as
Yeah.
much as I do.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess kind of lay out Christianity for us when you were in it, and then lay out some of your love for comedy.
Oh, sure. I can give you a brief overview of how I got into Christianity, if you'd like. If I'll try to make this real quick. And around, like, I didn't have a nice childhood, so like my family really wasn't religious as such. My dad went to the Jehovah's Witness church, but he wasn't really serious about it. And around my late teens, I started like. I really wanted to know the truth of this life, and I really wanted a meaningful life. I didn't care about money. I didn't want like the flash. I didn't give a crap about that. I just wanted to make a difference. I really want to just make a difference in this world, and I wanted to help people. And so that's kind of how I stumbled upon Christianity. I had a friend whose parents were really hardcore believers, and so they took me to a Christian camp, and through that process, I gave my life to Christ. And for the next 20 years, I guess, there was times when I was very serious about it. But no matter what, in that kind of span, I always still believed it. And I still kind of worried about my salvation, even when I wasn't following it. But the times that I did follow it and I was dedicated, I had moments where I felt like the Spirit had moved through me. I felt like I understood what it meant to have the Holy Spirit speaking through you. I would have words come to me that I didn't plan it, and I don't know how it happened. I couldn't explain it. And so I understand, like the Christians out there, I understand when you say you have experiences, I understand. I understand how powerful and real it is. I've had times where I've seen stuff happen, and I swear that God, you couldn't have God moving through me more. I felt, and I felt like I had prophesied something and it had come true beyond all like chances, and it shouldn't have, but it did. And so I've had those moments and those powerful experiences, and so that's kind of like what kept me into it. And plus the fear of hell, really, like I could never get rid of it. So for about a 20-year period, yeah, I was dedicated. And you know what? Like, no one can say, because at that time I was willing to give my life. I took it seriously when Jesus said, when they asked you, well, what do you have to be saved? What did he say? You have to sell your possessions and give yourself to the poor and to love God with all your heart. That's what you have to do to get saved. So when I see rich people, prophesizing and everything, I'm like, you're full of crap. I'm like, you have nothing of God in you. You can't. Jesus said it. He said, like, it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. So I could never understand it. And that really conflicted with me, my spiritual walk. I saw these people smarter than me saying stuff that I couldn't agree with. And not because I didn't want to, but it didn't sit right in my heart. And I think there's a lot of stuff that we all experience that just don't sit right. There's a lot of us that are just good people. And at the end of the day, James, you know why we can come here and we can talk? Because I believe we don't know each other really that well. We've talked a lot of times, but I know you're a good person. I don't need to know. And I believe probably the majority of your people that are watching are good people. And I think we all want the same thing. We want peace. We want people to be happy. We want our society to be successful. We don't want injustice to happen. I think we want free speech. James, I want you to be able to go to church. Do what you want to do. Believe what you got to believe, because at the end of the day, my philosophy is this, and this is what kind of this idea that crept into my brain like a worm could never get come out, and it's what my why walk out of Christianity happened, was I really realized that I am just a person. And I saw a lot of people with the same passion as I do believe totally different things. And I came to the realization I could never understand this. I could never be accountable to understand how any of all this works. When I broached this on Justin's show, within 2 minutes, him and his partner were contradicting each other because they could not answer this question of how could we ever be accountable to understand how any of this works? So we need to start being a little bit more kinder to each other. So that's why I'm saying I'm not here to promote my agenda. No, I don't even want to talk about how I got into atheism, because I don't want to insult anyone. Honestly, I don't. I'm not here to. We don't need to debate. I don't care, honestly, that if you believe in God or not. I don't. And my whole work that I do is not based on trying to change minds for people to get away from God. I don't care.
Yeah, you said some interesting points that I really appreciate. Like, sometimes these conversations can get so toxic and they're not fun. But the reason why the reason why you engage in any religious conversation or with people is because the subject matter means something to you. The only reason why I engage in it too is it means something to me. But you're right. Like, we're two people just sitting in. We have different viewpoints, ideologies. I watched your interview on Justin's show. I'm never a fan of 2 to 3 people talking to somebody at once.
Yeah.
I always like the one-on-one, and then I always like to be, especially on a public platform, to be as charitable as can be. Like, if I'm talking and you say, wait, that's not what I mean, I'm like, okay, please explain what you mean. Because even if we disagree with what your synopsis is, at least then you're like, hey, he understands me, he just doesn't agree.
Yeah, at least you get to say it. You broach it, and I think that's what's lost a lot of times. And part of what like really was a release for me was letting go of ego. And as a dad, you like to be a good dad. I'm sorry, you need to let go of ego, because there's going to be times as a dad you mess up. And if your kids are going to come to you, like, it's the ultimate humbling position of having your child that's younger than you correct you. And as a dad, you have to be willing to say, you know what, you're right. You have to be able to reconsider positions. And I think that's what's lost, is they feel like their whole world's going to crash if they have to agree with someone on something that they didn't agree with them on. And it shouldn't be like that. We should all be striving to get better. And good idea, and I'm all about promoting ideas, because good ideas should win out, and good ideas should be promoted, and we should be talking about good ideas, because there's a lot of stuff that people haven't even considered. They haven't even considered, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to change the narrative. I'm trying to use humor and having fun and really be passionate about the issues that I'm concerned about. And so, but promoting good ideas, and and being humble. Let's just listen to each other, and like, it's not the end of the world if you change your position on something.
And that's actually a good transition to what you are doing now. You started doing a show with Trent, who's a great guy, Skids the Clown.
Awesome. Smart.
Him and I have argued before, but he's still a great guy. Trent is an authentic person, and it's difficult to run into, I think, authentic people. And he's the same on camera as he is off camera. And you're also a member of the Tang team now?
I am. They accepted me on the Atheist Network group. It's a group of dedicated and smart YouTubers that are trying to put out content every day so that we're building up an atheist community. Because you Christians and other theists, they have step up on us. You have churches, you have places you can go and have community with each other and support each other. We don't. So this is our way of having community and supporting each other and being there for each other. Because at the end of the day, what is society built on? Communities, communities of people. And I honestly, what I want to do with the Church of Heretics is reach out to other communities, bring people in, because at the end of the day, what people don't understand is that we're all on the same team. At the end of the day, the ultimate fight is not like Christian versus atheists or black versus white. It always comes down to money. It's always about money. And we're all on the same team. We're all working class people. Everyone watching this show and producing these shows, we're all working class people. And we're trying to have a say. What you're doing, you're trying to have a say, James, and have people listen and to make a difference. Oh, sorry. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to have a say and to make a difference and to make this world better, because that's what I want to do. And speaking of better, oh, I don't want to steamroll you. I forgot. I'm sorry. I don't want.
No.
Yes.
That's
So
right.
they accepted me under Tang.
I was going to simply say, what are the prospects of Christians or Muslims or other religious people going to better? Is there a special section for us, or do they just get to sit in the general audience?
Well, if your audience doesn't know, there is a convention coming up on October 9th and 10th in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And we have big name guests like Seth Andrews and Anthony Magnabosco. These are huge names in the atheist community. And we're having a 2-day event, and everyone's welcomed. Like would a Christian, would you have a problem if I came to your church?
No.
What would you do?
Probably
have a seat,
to a potluck or something.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing. Same. Come. You know,
actually, like if you're a Christian and you go to the Better Conference, because I know Oz and some of those guys, and if you want to have conversations, they'll probably sit down and talk to you for hours.
God, I will sit and talk with anyone. And you know what I've learned? It's just to let go of ego. So no matter what, oh, sorry, I apologize. I knocked stuff over.
That's all good.
No matter what happens, like at the end of the day, like you having a different opinion of what I feel doesn't change anything, doesn't impact me. And this is why when I go and I debate online, I don't fall for, like, I don't insult people. You know, I don't insult people because once you have insulted someone, you've conceded to the argument. You've lost because you have no points left but to take a shot. So to me, it's like, it's funny. You call me an idiot. Okay. Your opinion of me doesn't change my day. Like, people have forgotten this.
Like, see, that's so valuable. We need to just sit on that for just a second. Like, someone else, when did someone else's opinion now be the thing that validates us? Like, when did this random guy on the internet who calls me an idiot, when did that ever be a measuring stick to validate for me? It's not going to happen.
Exactly. And I just, okay, can I share something deeply personal? And I spent, like, I had a bad childhood, okay? And I grew up, my mom died when I was young. I have no memory really of before age 9. This is all true. My mom died because she was overweight. My dad was never home. She got a stomach stapling operation. Her windpipe got cut. She had internal bleeding. She went in the hospital on my birthday and died on hers. Hers is in July, mine is in June. The point is this. I grew up hating myself because I couldn't understand why no one loved me. Like, what happens to us as children echoes through our lives, and it's hard. It's hard when it's so easy to hold on to the negativity. It's so easy to hold on to that, and it's so easy. Depression is like a heavy coat, and it makes it hard to breathe. There's days I've been stuck in my bed. I couldn't get out of bed. I go to work and then straight to my bed and I'm not sleeping. I'm not nothing. I'm just in a state. And it's not that I want to die. It's just that I don't want to live. Been in that too many times. But what I've learned and gave me great freedom is the moment we stop competing with other people and start competing with ourselves, trying to be better, accepting what's our shortfalls and making them strengths. My job is a tool and die maker. I was never mechanically inclined. I'm more artsy. I was good in English. I was good in art. But because machining is like art, you're removing material to make something. And if people don't understand what machining is, look around your house. Anything manufactured, a machinist, tool maker, a mold maker has been part of that process. Nothing gets made without us. Nothing. So I learned to use my shortfalls as my strengths. So now, while I feel like I can have as much fun on my show and have as many laughs, because we have tons of laughs. If you could just watch it and try not to get offended by, like, because I'm sorry, we pick on the Bible, we pick on like whoever we feel is promoting dangerous ideology, we pick on that, but we have fun and we have a lot of laughs, and we both we poke. You know what? We make fun of each other too. I'm not afraid to make fun of myself, because it's like I tried to tell my kid: someone makes fun of you, make fun of yourself better. Like, as long as you're funnier. Like, someone called me fat, I was like, oh, I'm not fat, you know. It's like an over exaggerate. It doesn't matter, because when you can let go of ego and you could just let go of all this crap and realize at the end of the day it doesn't matter, and you have more fun when you just let go and not worry about crap, it's better. So yeah, to me, that's how was a big moment for me of moving forward. And
yeah, as a kid, I used to use comedy quite a bit to fight depression. Like when you were the overweight kid and you got picked on, one of my idols, the late Chris Farley.
Oh yeah,
I love just watching his comedy, and I would start like patterning some of my physical comedy after him. Like,
yeah,
I would fall over a railing, or there's a video on TikTok even now of me like jumping through a window onto a mat and like hitting a mirror. Like, it was just, well, the mirror wasn't intentional, but the going through the window was.
I bet you it was great though. added to it. But isn't it fun though? Isn't it fun when you let go and you just, because that's ultimately at the end, like, that's the only way I know how to survive is to laugh through this. And I tell my kids this, and I tell everyone, if you're laughing, you're not losing. If you're laughing, they're not beating you. No matter who's on, like, getting on your case, no matter what's driving you down, if you're laughing, you're winning. Because it doesn't matter. We are all subjected to having our lives fall apart around us. Something could happen, like a sickness, or a loved one dies, or anything could happen. This big old crazy world, how it works, is so random sometimes. But that doesn't change who we are. It doesn't make us less valuable or less less valuable as people. We are all valuable. Oh, is that you? Are you ringing there, pal? It's a little funky beat.
So, but it's a number that I don't recognize. It could be one of the scam callers. This might be fun. Hang on.
Oh, I get scam callers all the time. I try to get I go into a whole thing, and my contest is to try to get them on.
You have received this phone call from our department to inform you that we just suspend your social security number because we found some suspicious activity.
That's too funny.
You want me to put them on? You want to put them on with me?
Just press 1. Thank you.
Well, let's see. Let's do this for a second.
Yeah.
Social Security Administration, I'll help you.
Yeah.
Hello?
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 Hello? Is this where you guys send me money?
Money? Hello?
He hung up.
See, that's a trick, right? If you screw up their day, then that's one last person they could screw over. So that we were doing a public service by screw it around.
Normally,
look how much fun we had.
Answer a call on, but that was as soon as I saw that, thought it had to be that, I had to.
You had to. I know. That's
Smokey
great.
Was talking about how cringe it was, our conversation, because my show's like a big hug with hot chocolate.
I like hugs and hot chocolate.
He missed the phone call where we just were trying to pick on a scammer.
Oh. Oh, they're all idiots. They're all monsters. I'm sorry. If your job is to completely screw over someone's life, you're a monster. There's no. I don't like those people. They're bad people.
Yeah,
Bad.
Once I kept one on the phone for like 30 minutes.
Oh my! You are a champ.
And
You're a champ, James.
I kept playing so stupid about trying to find my routing number, and when I couldn't find that, then I said, "Okay, can you stay with the phone with me while I go to the store?" And
oh my gosh, that's awesome! Oh man, this is so much fun. Oh my goodness, this fun to have a conversation. And look at, I'm a hardcore atheist. You could call me an anti-theist because I think religions are dangerous. These are my opinions. But James is a dedicated Christian. Because I respect you as a person. Oh, it's Oz. Love that guy. Love Oz. He is an amazing person. Amazing person.
He never took up my suggestion for a show.
Oh,
I said, Oz, you should have a show called The Great and Powerful.
The Great and Powerful Oz.
Starring Oz.
That's no, because that's what his wife calls him in the bedroom. Oh yeah, Oz. So no, he's an amazing person. Everyone on the Atheist Network, we're all good people. You know, like even though we don't believe the same things, we're good people, and we are all have genuine concerns about harmful ideas that are happening, about dangerous positions that are being promoted. We want to just help give a voice back to the voiceless.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and you know what, and this is a truth, throughout history, atheist voices have been suppressed. And so this is a time that we're allowed to actually speak out, and free speech can be taken away from anyone if we're not careful. So and plus we all got to get along. Come on. Mm-hmm. We all got to get along. I want you to be able to go to church, live your life, do your thing. Be happy. I want you to be happy. I want everyone to be happy. That's it. At the end of the day, that's what it is. We all want to be happy and to have fun. So, and you don't get much more fun than our show. Oh man, we have a fun. The hour goes by, boom, like that. And we're making great cartoons too. Oh, geez. Skids, the clown, my partner Trent, amazing. Brilliant
Skids
man.
Showed up.
Skids, my boy. Yeah. Oh, he's so awesome. He's so awesome.
He's gonna have to rewind the video to hear all the nice things I said about him.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He won't. I'll say more good things about him than he'll say about himself. Mm-hmm. And that's my job. That's my job. Mm-hmm. Is that I am to lift him up. I'm his Flavor Flav. He's the brains behind the operation. I'm just the hype man.
Yeah, and, you know, friends have helped me. I have Muslim friends that have helped me. I've had atheist friends that helped me. Christian friends. I'm not on the mic right now because we kind of did this on the fly. Mm-hmm. But Oz in the 10 group actually provided my mic. So
that's nice. That's really nice.
The little logo, I guess, in this corner.
Yeah.
It says James is tired.
Yeah.
Skids the clown actually made that for me.
Isn't he brilliant at that kind of work? Yep. He's so amazing.
Here's what I had, and it was bad. I wanted James is tired, but a cross by it. Mm-hmm. And he said, I'm just going to be kind of blunt with you. He goes, that sounds like you're saying that the cross is tired. And so it's like, oh, that's a
By the way, why do you call your show James is Tired? I've always wanted to know that.
Oh, okay. So I used to be, when I did videos, it was mainly through Facebook.
Yep.
Only a handful of those videos remain because I got rid of most of them, but I was the tired atheist.
Okay.
I would come on, I would interview Christians, different people. I would talk about what they believe and why.
So you were an atheist?
Yes.
Really?
So it was a weird thing. Like I became a Christian in 2001.
Okay.
I left Christianity like almost immediately after high school, 2005.
Okay.
I came back to Christianity 2011 to 2015.
Okay.
And then after that, from like 16 to end of 19, I was an atheist.
Okay.
And I was just having conversations, different things like that.
Yeah. And then you
But
were
so,
just compelled eventually.
yep. So
Because is there a particular point that really okay? Because we all have maybe one thing that we can think of that was significant. What was significant for you to maybe start changing the seeds to plant to be a Christian?
well, so initially, like just comparing when I left to when I came back, I started looking at, well, there's a hole, there's an issue. And I'm like, okay, somebody said, James was an atheist. Yes, I was at one
Yeah.
point. So I left because I'm like, well, this boat's not holding any more water. So I'm
Okay.
like, it's just rational. But then the more I started to read, the more I started to study, I'm like, this stuff has merit. And I'm like, deep down inside, I really do believe that God exists. And so from that rationalization that God exists, I came to the understanding that, hey, there's a God out there. Now, what is that God and who is that God? Now, I landed at Christianity. Now, I reject Judaism for several reasons. I reject Islam because it reminds me, and no offense to my Muslim friends watching, it reminds me of Mormonism. A single person, revelation by an angel, drastically changes all the other past revelation, takes certain perks for himself. Like in the Quran, it mentions don't stay at the prophet's house too late, don't come too early, eat your food at a reasonable time. The
Hmm.
prophet's too kind to tell you this, but I, Allah, will tell you that.
That's actually, you know what? You know what? I really enjoy like when I hear a new like religious concept or something that's new to me. And that's a really good point. That's a really good point. That's neat. So yeah, okay, cool. You know what? And this is the thing, okay? Let it be an example. Okay. I have no desire to try to contradict. That was your experience. Great. Okay. Get it.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I get why you would do that. Okay. Awesome. And this is the thing. Like we all got to start getting along. Like we really do. And we all got to be trying to like letting people live and let live. Right. And I think that's what's the problem with social media, because I think people are so quick to jump on someone without like realizing or asking themselves, like, should I? Doesn't matter. Like, why? Like, it doesn't matter to me. Like, I don't need to change your mind. It doesn't matter. Live your life, man. Glad
Yeah.
to be.
And I think sometimes too, people were like, okay, I'm not going to criticize or I'm not going to. That maybe. Hang on. I apologize.
That's okay.
Keep
We're good.
entertained for 1 minute. Jim.
Okay. Can I do my plug? I'm going to plug. Okay.
Yes.
So please, everyone, check in if you want. Faith Not Included on every Thursday night, 9 Eastern, 8 Central. We are putting on some good stuff. Christians, if you, I don't want you to get offended. So please, I don't know. You can come, you can't. I don't want anyone to get upset. I just want everyone to come and have a nice time. And we're having an event in October 9th and 10th in Fort Wayne, Indiana. It's better conversations, better times, better future, better all around. And it's going to be a blast. And Seth Andrews is going to be there, Anthony Magnabosco, and your boy, the Reverend Brother Heathen, and the whole Tang gang. We're all going to be there. It's going to be top shelf fun. And I'm so proud. I didn't swear once. James. Awesome.
No,
Good for me.
I think you skipped that the whole entire time. Yeah, you were good.
I was a good boy. I can't believe it.
We fit a lot in. We took a scam caller. I got my DoorDash.
Did you get anything good?
It's called Firehouse Subs.
Nice. Sounds good. Sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh my. Well, this was fun, James. I know your time's almost up. We got to go. So thank you for having me on. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Appreciate you. Thank you for your friendship.
Thank you. I'm going to kick the outro. Talk with Jimmy a minute or two after.
Bye,
Thank you
guys.
for watching.
Mwah.